What can I say? Sometimes it's easier that way. And what can I do?
Freaking Reboot Power Girls, what the hell am I thinking? Shit was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
There were ideas I liked.
I love that epiphany you just had.
I know, I forgot. It was so terrible I forgot about it.
You casually brought up Powerful Girls and then just...
There were elements of it I liked.
And I'm sorry, I sat my daughter down and had her watch both of them. She prefers my Powerpuff Girls and not the new one.
Yeah, so did my kids. My kids prefer the old
So
Powerpuff
I
Girls.
can without a doubt say that the target audience hates it too,
What
so fuck
cartoons
you.
did she
Congratulations,
watch?
you have intelligent children.
What
Okay,
cartoon did she watch where I told her it wasn't the right one? Magic School Bus. I gave her so much shit about Magic School Bus. They have a new...
I haven't seen it, but I heard the reboot Magic School Bus is garbage. I heard it's garbage.
supposed to be Miss Frizzle's sister.
Miss Frizzle decided to retire and
Why?
go on adventures.
Why did Miss Frizzle retire?
She wanted to go on adventures.
She wanted to explore the world by herself.
But why do you... Why...
And her sister was...
She couldn't stand one more second with Arnold.
But
like for real, like okay, why if you're making a Magic School Bus, why do you need to go through that loop to create a new character? Miss Frizzle's a perfectly fine character.
It's just a slightly different art style. And it's
the art style's not that bad.
That's fine.
Sister instead of
you can change the art style and still keep Miss Frizzle.
The big important part for me is why the change. Why her sister?
I
heard her.
Why was that necessary? Yeah. Why was that necessary? Why couldn't you have just kept Miss Frizzle in with the art style?
I understand the new art style, but yeah, you could keep.
And that brings up back to Powerpuff Girls. Why did we get rid of Miss Bellum?
Eventually, enough people complained they brought her back.
I know, because it's like, well, I know the explanation was, well, we just don't think that that's the right role model for kids. What, an intelligent, successful woman?
No, they didn't consider that. They just saw the body.
Considering that Miss Bellum was one.
Because if you're intelligent and successful, you can't be hot.
As a kid who grew up with Powerpuff Girls and didn't have that kind of mindset, I didn't understand she was hot until I rewatched it as an adult.
Yeah, this actually does.
And like we brought up with Josh, it's about. The reboot Powerpuff Girls is a perfect example of a bad reboot because it had zero respect for the original material.
And this actually does loop into another point that I was going.
You also got rid of the boobs of the teacher too.
Yes,
which is weird. I agree, but my big argument. But I want to continue my Miss Bellum rant.
Okay.
Just because I have to make this point.
I'll let you finish.
Yes. Because I'd already started. This idea of like you said, just looking at the body, but it's like. She ran the thing. The mayor was an idiot. She was the one.
She was the Svengali behind the scenes. Yes.
The mayor killed his fairy in Zelda. Something I wish I could do.
But
that's the only episode I can remember.
And that's just it. Is so instead of going through and understanding the source material, they took a very precursory glance, said, "Well, that's stupid," without understanding the material, and gave us Blossom twerking because that's appropriate for fucking kids. You fucking twits.
That's actually right.
I never watched the Powerpuff Girls, and I'm
okay. So this does actually tie into something I was going to.
I don't know.
Point was going to make. There used to be a time.
Twerking. Yes.
Yes, that happened.
Unfortunately.
But it was on the commercials for it too.
If any one of the three were going to twerk, it would be Buttercup.
I like how we're not arguing the point that we shouldn't show kids twerking.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. Why are we going to show a fucking kindergartner twerking?
The point we're not saying is, why was it Blossom?
No, my
point. The only
point
thing you have to do anymore to get anywhere.
My point.
You just got to twerk.
My point is, why was a fucking kindergartner? Because they're kindergartners. Why was she twerking?
Josh could upload a video of him twerking, and it would get more views than any other video we've ever put out.
We should try this theory.
Yeah, Josh, we try this theory.
I've got no shame.
Yeah.
I wear a fedora. I got no shame whatsoever.
As long as we put twerking in the title.
Life sucks and you have a trumpet.
And you're saying since you have no shame, you won't get the view for us because it's something me and you would do. Yeah. It has to be one of those two.
Humiliation sells.
Us three have no shame.
Anyway.
Hey! I take exception to that. What shame do you see on me?
Alright, let's...
Anyway,
we're off track.
there used to be a time that reboots were made as shameless cash grabs, where the interest was to try to make money off of a previously popular franchise.
Powerpuff Girls.
Yes. There's been a disturbing trend lately of what I call media activism, where they see an old series, they consider it not fitting with their ideals, so they remake it in order to fix it.
Yes.
They don't care if it makes. They don't care if it makes money. It needs to fit their what they believe.
Yeah.
That's what's been happening lately. I've seen a few examples, like with the latest Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe. It's like when they'd actually mentioned at one point in like a press conference that they believed a character like He-Man would be like toxically male and stuff like that. And look who they wrote out of the freaking series. First episode.
I mean, he's like buff, but it's not like Adam was like sexist or like mean-spirited.
Going to your
like
Miss Bellum thing, they see the surface, they didn't see the character.
Because, like I said, it's
and
not...
then they decided to change the surface because they believed in their shallow mindset that what you see is all you get.
Because, like I said, you watch the original series, it's not like he was sexist.
No.
It's at least no more sexist than any 80s cartoon was. I mean...
You guys also have to
clear... Skeletor actually in the original series was a heck of a lot. There was one moment that proved that he was sexist, but he's a villain.
Yeah, well, exactly, he's the bad guy. Gacy, be quiet.
Yes.
Gacy, be quiet. Gacy, be quiet.
Yes,
you like reboots too?
Are you a monster?
No. Anyway, because there was one point in the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, they captured Princess Adora, you know, She-Ra, unpowered. They captured her. He was in the middle of doing his rant tour, and she just goes like that, and Beastman went, she fainted, and Skeletor was like, ha! Just like a woman! It's like, that's hilarious! I'm sorry. Yeah. But he's the villain,
he's
so
the bad guy.
He's not a role model.
He's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's a bad role model. He's an example of what you shouldn't be doing.
But he has so much fun.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you make your little quips. You shake your arms triumphantly. Curse you, He-Man. But
well, that's kind of this other thing. Is we have this weird relationship with modern villains where they're allowed to be evil, but they're not allowed to be bad. If that makes any sense.
I think I understand. It has to fit within the guidelines.
Yes.
They have to have a redemption arc.
Oh. Well, not necessarily that.
No, it's okay. It's okay for them to kill 10,000 people.
But you better not darn be racist.
Yeah, but it has to be 10,000 of any people, not just one group of people. They can't just kill 10,000 women. It has to be all races. And I'm sorry, but if you're killing people, if you're out there wiping entire peoples off the face of the earth, sexism's the least of your characters.
You can't fight Nazis anymore.
Yeah.
I've committed genocide, but it was all white males, so it's fine.
But I agree.
It's like when Red Skull, or when Joker found out Red Skull was an actual Nazi.
I love that bit in comics. They were working together until Joker found out Red Skull was actually a Nazi, and then he quit. Joker, quit. He was like, I'm not working with a Nazi.
I may be a scumbag, but I'm an American scumbag.
Yes, that's actually something he said.
He's a murderer, but he's not racist.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, he isn't.
Yeah.
At least not if he's done right.
Yeah. He's an equal opportunity murderer.
But,
I don't think any of the Jokers have ever been racist.
But yeah, I made the...
Not that I can think of.
Maybe
made
it was
the comparison
for a plot or something.
Yeah, I did make the comparison of Reboots to a bad boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I think if this is a current trend where they don't care about money, they care about the attention they get, perhaps something that might inspire more original work and less of this thing is if we just stop reacting. No positive, no negative. A new reboot comes, it's like, I'm not...
Yeah, so we probably shouldn't do hour-long videos about rebooted experiences on the internet.
True.
That's okay, nobody watches us anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe it was of the hope they watch it and like, I never thought of that before. I just will stop caring.
So I actually had 2 points with that Powerpuff reboot that popped in my mind while you guys are ranting.
Yeah, go for it.
So they got rid of Miss Bellum because she was sexist.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they get rid of the mayor? He was technically sexist towards white males.
Because
we're all white males are dumb and stupid like the mayor.
Oh, that's okay though.
I understand
the patriarchy and power and all that stuff. And
remember, Devin, the definition of
I
racism...
believe in true equality.
Which
what's that?
Well,
meme?
Devin,
What's that anime meme? Fuck.
I don't know.
That takes place from one of the Exaki ones.
I don't know.
We all know that version way too much.
yes, we do.
Remember, Devin, racism is about power and privilege.
they want more power and they want to take our privilege. I guess. I don't know.
So what are they going to do when they get to the top and find out that there's nothing here?
They'll make up something.
Like when they finally figure out how to get rid of our power and
Everyone
privilege.
needs someone to hate.
Yeah.
Then give us a Hitler. Just give us another Hitler. We
need another World War.
We need a common enemy. We need aliens.
We do. It's aliens. We need an alien invasion.
We need a united human front.
Yeah.
We need aliens.
The problem is that won't work because we will happily infight and bicker and let the aliens destroy us because that's
how the aliens will destroy us.
Don't
Hold on, that actually reminds me of a meme. Okay. So aliens come down on Earth and say they will wipe out every human on Earth unless you choose one race to get rid of. And to do it, you just have to think of the race you want to get rid of. And one of the choices, of course, none. Like you choose to kill everyone, so you choose none. Well, after everyone votes in, the aliens put symbols on everyone's head on who they voted for and just piece the fuck out. Killing no one. I saw that, I was like, World War IV.
There was a movie called Circle. It's kind of an interesting thing where aliens abduct just 50 random people and they have to vote on... every 2 minutes they have to vote on which of the 50 people have to be the next one to die.
So they're reality show producers?
Yes, more or less.
It seems that way.
Are they like an alien ship?
But what?
Is it like an alien ship?
Yeah, it's like they're all in a ring, in a big ring.
I saw like someone tries go over a theory on how to beat that game.
How do you beat the game?
By being likable but not too likable.
But I mean,
and then,
being a decent
and then at the very end, sweep it underneath the rug and just take it.
But the movie kind of shows how quickly in any kind of situation people just simply turn on each other instead of finding a solution.
We went off on so many tangents. Josh just left.
Yep, Josh is gone.
Josh was like, "Fuck it,
fuck it."
So my second thing on the Powerpuff Girls is the entire thing was just terrible, but also the animation was terrible.
Bad. It was bad.
Terrible.
It was bad.
Oh my fucking god! I normally don't rag on animation because I don't give a shit as long as it doesn't stop me. But halfway through the animation, for 5 out of 6 frames, it's fucked up, and I'm just like, okay, I can see that with my naked eye. Fuck you.
The characters, it was just so bad.
Usually when animations fuck up, it's 1 or 2 frames out of 6. And you can't really see it unless you pause at the right time.
Well,
welcome back, Josh.
Characters would
So welcome back.
Characters would phase, things would
their outlines wouldn't match up with their colors.
And they would interact with background objects weird, phase parts of their body through background objects.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
It seemed like it was just lazy animation.
Yes.
I mean, that's it. The Powerpuff Girls, we can point to the Powerpuff Girls remake as a perfect example of how you not do a remake. Lazy, stupid, surface level, and holds absolutely no respect to the original fandom or the original
Thundercats roar.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But you can look at
I saw one episode of that and was like, nope.
But then you can turn around and look at DuckTales and see a perfect example of how to do a reboot right. You modernize it. You give characters who had nothing to do more to do, but it's not like by giving Webby more to do, they didn't take anything away from Huey, Dewey, or Louie. They just gave this secondary character a more prominent role in the narrative.
Honestly, they gave everybody more depth.
But the point I'm making is instead of
the adventurous one and the blue one was the smart one.
In the original series, they were practically identical.
And
I think in the Quack Pack,
they changed it out.
They did change it up.
I think in the Quack Pack, the blue one was the smart one.
Yes, the blue one was the smart one.
Alright, I'm not saying cool.
No.
Because when they got their superpowers, the blue one got psionic powers. The one episode.
Cool, not crazy.
But that's what I'm saying is the reboot.
I've been going insane over that thought process.
The reboot didn't take anything away from the original. All it did was it flushed out the characters a little more. It gave Webby something to do. It didn't give Webby something to do at the expense of other characters. It brought her up to their level instead of bringing everybody down to her level. Because, yeah, the original Webby was the girl in the group, and that was her entire role.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode, and I'm sorry, I can't. It's not entertaining for me.
I like the original DuckTales, but it certainly shows its age. And also, the new DuckTales series brought in these classic characters that were these classic Disney characters that people liked, like Darkwing Duck, like the kid from Tailspin.
Cloud Kicker.
They brought these characters in, and yeah, they completely redid how the characters work to fit the DuckTales universe. But it's not like they showed a bunch of disrespect to Darkwing. They didn't disrespect Kip. They didn't disrespect what's his face.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they showed him as kind of down on his luck and stuff, but it wasn't like it was some tear down of the character. It just showed what he would have been like, 20 years after everything.
Yeah.
And the character, they didn't insult the character. They brought all these characters kind of up to the same level.
Can Harvey Birdman and Turning Out Law be considered a reboot?
Yeah.
Or is that kind of a reimagining?
The William Street productions are
trash.
Yes, I was going to say
there were some good parts in fucking Harvey Birdman, though. Okay.
I was going to say Strange Cases.
Yeah, we'll call those outliers because I like Space Coast to Coast.
Yeah,
I enjoy the fact that it had Jessica
Brack presents the Brack Show.
We're from the distant off future in the 21st century, from the year 2001, and he looks at the calendar and it's 2004 and just looks at it like, okay. I was just like, yes.
But yeah, I think the William Street reimaginings would be their own animal.
Yeah, it's so.
But hey, if you want more good original works, then we need to support things like Amphibia and the Owl House.
I do enjoy that.
I just thought of one. Power Rangers. We just what was it? What year was it? Like 2015, 16. We had a Power Rangers reboot.
Oh, the Mighty Morphin movie, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what they were thinking with that.
I didn't mind it.
I didn't know about that. I'm not gonna lie.
I highly enjoyed the original.
We have to get to the Krispy Kreme.
I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't terrible.
The movie I think just lost me when in the opening 10 minutes they made a joke about jerking off a bowl.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah.
What the fuck? What?
No, they did.
It was a Power Rangers movie for the adults.
Okay.
That's not a cow.
Jason, as like a high school prank, kidnapped the mascot of a neighbor's football team as a cow. And he's like, oh, you're talking about milking the cow. And his friend's like, that was a bull. And I'm like, you lost me, movie. Also, Kimberly fucking committed an actual fucking crime by sharing nudes of her friends and now got absolutely zero fucking repercussion from it. All she got was, it was like, hey, I did this literal sex crime, and it's like, oh, we all make mistakes. No, movie.
But you shouldn't. But Ian, you can't alienate the audience. Half of the audience has done that. We all know it.
That's true.
No. Unacceptable movie. Unfucking acceptable.
I agree.
I actually will admit, though, I actually liked they had an actual attempt at portraying somebody who's neurodivergent with a little bit of respect. Mm-hmm. So I can give the movie credit for that by actually attempting to showcase Billy as an autistic kid, and they actually tried their best.
Is Billy the Blue Ranger?
Yeah, the Blue Ranger.
Oh, that's not
He was
in the movie. He was in the reboot movie. The idea was he was so.
He was
socially
he was
awkward.
high function.
He was socially
awkward.
Yeah, he was socially awkward and smart because he was autistic.
So no one sees the problem with making the Blue Ranger autistic when the actor was gay and got so much shit for it.
No, I don't see the problem with that. I actually don't.
I kind of feel like they...
Because it has nothing to do with.
I do not see a connection.
During that time, was it wrong that they did that to the guy who played Billy? Yes.
David Yost. Yes.
I thought it was Christopher Yost.
But this
someone Yost.
It has nothing to do with him being gay off screen.
But the character of Billy could almost be seen as a '90s version of autistic.
He was also black.
Yeah, they tried very, very hard.
They had different. Everybody was a different race.
Trini was Hispanic.
Yeah.
Trini was. Oh no! In the
reboot series.
In the reboot, she's
right.
She's
right.
Becky G.
Right.
Zach was Asian still, technically, I guess.
Well, yeah, Zach was Asian, but in the original, Zach was the Black Ranger.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, the very first Power Ranger series had some very...
Yeah.
I don't like to use this
based
word.
Based on their race.
But I don't like this word. Yeah, I don't like this word, but it absolutely was problematic. The Yellow Ranger was
Asian. In the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, the Black Ranger is Asian.
Yes.
And the Yellow Ranger is black.
Once they recast the characters, they never did that again.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it was an accident, though.
They said they didn't realize. They said they didn't realize it until after production had already been well into.
I mean, I guess subconsciously those colors would be associated.
It was.
That might just be me being racist, but I'm just saying. Like,
Jason wasn't Native American, was he?
No, but Tommy is.
He was the green.
Tommy was Hawaiian, right? Wasn't he like
the actor who plays Tommy is half Native. He was actually that actor who played Tommy was actually the Red Ranger in the unaired pilot.
Yeah.
And he did become Red Rangers later and a Black Ranger. You can almost make a whole team of Tommies at this point.
Yeah,
you legit. They did it one.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That's about time we get a male Pink Ranger. I'm just saying.
I agree. It reminds me of that GIF where they show where they had they say they mixed the fight scenes and stuff from the old Japanese version, where it is a guy, the Yellow Ranger's a guy, and so you'll see the Yellow Ranger as a female, and then when they're in a fight scene, you'll see the Yellow Ranger with a bulge.
In the original Japanese Sentai, the only female character was the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
That's what.
And in Mystic Force, we've had a female Blue Ranger, so it's about fucking time we have a male Pink Ranger
and a male Yellow
I
Ranger.
agree. I'm down.
And that
Yeah.
as well.
Yes.
We should have a male Pink Ranger and a female Red Ranger.
Hell yeah.
I'm down.
Power Ranger Samurai.
Really?
Is she? Oh wait, is it?
I
don't think I ever watched
Okay,
that.
Power Ranger Samurai. The Red Ranger Jaden is not the one who's supposed to be the Red Ranger. His sister's supposed to be the Red Ranger, but they have her hidden so the evil demon things can't get to her until her training's complete.
Oh.
So for a short period of time, we have a female Red Ranger.
I'm not.
So it is about fucking time we have a male Pink Ranger.
Just swap the whole. Go with the original setup and just swap just gender bend them.
Rainbow Ranger.
We have a female red, blue, black Ranger.
I don't want
a male Pink
Ranger being gay or trans.
I agree. He should be a.
He
should be a friggin' pansexual man.
To be fair, Power Rangers.
Doesn't matter what race. I don't care.
Well, and to be fair, in Power Rangers, a lot of the characters just simply don't have relationships, so
what race
they're
is
gay. Their gayness wouldn't matter.
Pink.
But I certainly.
I don't care what the actor is, but I'm talking about the character.
I have no clue.
I don't want the Pink Ranger to be flamboyant.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
At least because of his origin.
The character should just be just a normal written character. He doesn't need to be some gay
I
stereotype.
don't want him to be flamboyant, and I don't want him to be uber muscular.
We need a.
You make him like a Billy
male.
nerdy character.
Yeah,
Yes.
make him the
I'm
new
fine with
Blue
that.
Ranger,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue Ranger turned Pink Ranger. Boom. He has
Listen.
cool shoulder pads like the White Ranger did.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
I can't see blue very
But be
well.
careful.
God damn it, I'm Team Blue Ranger all the time because blue's my favorite
But
color.
be careful because too much pink energy is
Too
dangerous.
much pink energy is dangerous.
Didn't they all have special abilities? Like Pink was super fast,
And some
Red
of the,
was super strong.
in some of the series.
They
in the
didn't-
original series, their abilities was Red Ranger has a sword, Pink Ranger has a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Blue
Apart
Ranger,
from that, their abilities were universal.
Blue Ranger has a lance. It's actually a double-sided trident, but
Yeah.
that be a sextant
Oh.
because it has 6 prongs.
You're a sextant.
You damn right I am, Josh.
Great, now tell me where to go on the ship.
Yeah, I was just about to make that joke.
Beat to it, motherfucker!
Beat me to it. I was gonna be like, I can tell you exactly which way to go based on the stars.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another reboot.
I've got one that I really, really liked, based on the game. You can probably guess.
I don't either.
It's like game.
Oh, come on,
The
people.
TV show?
Final Fantasy 7.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
Never-
game reboots.
never played it.
Well,
That
A
one-
lot of people, the
only
only
problem I
thing
have-
people like hated from the reboot of that's not really a reboot, that's a remake.
No, it's a reboot. It's a completely different
Completely
storyline. The storyline is
Yeah, some things
The
have
storyline's
changed.
different.
it's an it's a proper reboot. It's not just a report. It's an actual like new game.
It is. And
The
well,
play
part of
style's
that, though,
completely
is that they're
Oh, yeah.
sort of respecting some of the original compilation.
I've gotten halfway. I got into Sector 6 where we got to dress up as a girl, and how I feel about it is they kind of just are remaking the story, but with better graphics and better things they can do.
Well, they're adding a lot to the story and,
And
taking some things
they
out
are
and
adding a lot
switching
to the
things
And I
Story.
hear after you leave Midgard, the game's narrative just completely shifts from
I
the
haven't left
original.
Vanguard yet, so.
I mean, to be fair, that is like a third of the game.
Well, there's-
originally.
The
It's not-
remake
the
does
whole-
not include anything past Midgard.
Yeah, the whole game isn't even made yet. They're still making path after
Yeah.
Midgard. Like they did it by disc, I guess.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well,
I-
no, not by disc.
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're saying that the next spoilers, but they're saying that the next disc is going to end when Ares dies. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at everything that's between Midgard and Ares dying, and I'm like,
There really isn't much there.
there's not much there. I mean, yeah, they padded out Midgard, but
Black Materia.
yeah.
Game Sid. Can't forget my boy Sid.
Chocobo Farm.
Chocobo Farm.
Nope, that's after Ares dies.
No, it's not.
No,
The farm itself is in there, but breeding and all that.
I'm
A
just
gold friggin' saucer.
Gold saucer.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you could do so much with Gold Saucer.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, pour half the game into the gold saucer. Make it a real theme park in the damn
The
game.
gold saucer
Hell,
itself would
release
just be a-
another
a
game
DLC.
just titled
I was saying-
Gold
I was saying,
Saucer.
the
Oh my
gold
God.
saucer just be a DLC you buy.
You could use the PlayStation VR to do like the Gold Saucer roller coaster rides.
That would be
Oh
cool.
my god, yes!
Keep on no one watches this, you can give them ideas.
But if you
If
do
any
get
of you watching
ideas,
do know.
if anyone gets ideas for our videos, pay us.
Please.
We want the
We don't
money.
ask for much.
I don't get paid, so.
I don't know. No, fuck. I don't. You know what? At this point, I don't even care. Somebody watch our videos and take one of our good ideas. The one
Just
good
take
idea we have out of every 700.
Just give us
ideas.
credit. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Just give us credit. Be like, I
I
got
just-
this idea from these guys.
I
But
just
if you want to take our bad ideas, pay us.
yes.
Yeah.
Pay me for my stupid ass shit, but
Yeah.
I just want to see stuff get better.
Is that what these reboot people think?
If we're going to be talking about reboot video games, I got a list.
Oh God.
I got a
Wait.
list.
Video games are a whole different discussion
And
it's gonna be
when
a
it comes to
different
reboots.
And many of them,
We're giving.
Here's
What's
the
the
thing.
word for
and
it?
a lot of them are kind of just reports.
Yeah.
Ratchet and
like-
Clank is a perfect example of reboot.
Oh God.
What is
Do
it?
what?
Ratchet
Ratchet
and
and
Clank.
Clank.
Okay.
That's a perfect reboot.
I've never,
Every
I've
game
played,
is
I
a
never
reboot.
played either.
Every game is a reboot.
But
Now,
yeah, because
Because like I
Final
played.
Fantasy VII would count, the remake would count, but Final Fantasy VIII's remastering would not count.
No.
Because like I played
It's
the
all the
Dragon.
same stuff. It's just like better.
I play the old
Yeah.
SNES Dragon
So
Warrior
sucks.
games that have been reported to DS,
Well, it's making
but
a
they're
good
not they're not reboots. It just took the old SNES game, updated the graphics, and put them on a different system.
They're also doing something like that with Final Fantasy 1, I want to say, and
Yeah.
maybe more. It's like
That
1
makes
through
sense.
6.
They're doing 1 through 6. They're
That
doing
makes
a whole
sense.
like remaster thing.
But
of
like
1 through 6.
updating graphics, fixing
But it's none of
fixing bugs.
Yeah,
That's different than
Yeah.
rebooting a series.
They
Like
can fix
Ratchet.
those
rebooted
bugs.
7. They're
Yeah, we should-
Yeah, that's kind of
remastering
redoing
them.
the story.
He has a lot. There's a lot of flies on that ceiling. Need to fix those bugs.
Yeah, but
Flat tape.
I've got some at home. Bring a couple tubes.
my wife uses this thing. It actually works pretty well, where you put out like a bowl of like vinegar and a couple of other things, and the flies will just and then drown themselves.
Heck yeah.
It works pretty well. So
They also have that
We
little like that
humans are
salt gun.
terrifying at biological warfare, aren't we?
Oh
yeah,
yes.
kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yes. They also have a salt gun made for killing flies. You literally just put a little bit of rock salt in it, and it shoots it and just kills a fly.
You also use them.
The point that you're at the point where you're shooting a gun at a fly, I think you messed up.
America.
Yep.
Fuck you.
I love this country. Look at that fly. I wish there was a way I could shoot it.
I don't know if it was made real or not, but I saw a picture of a, I think it was an M16 nail gun.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's not as powerful as an M16, but it was basically a nail gun.
I think about a lot of the assault guns. Actually, one of the things that a lot of, at least I know some of them were used for. They use them in England because they're not. The assault guns aren't illegal. Use them to scare wild dogs
Yeah.
off your livestock
Yeah.
because it won't kill them.
Yeah.
It doesn't really kill people. It'll hurt and I'm sure you can kill somebody with
It's like,
it.
it looks like a BB, like a BB gun, like a bubble
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah, you can kill. Yeah, you can build.
And it like basically it scares like wild dogs off
Yeah.
instead of like.
So
killing them.
There's actually one of the people I watch on YouTube. He does like cooking stuff.
Hey, we don't talk
watch-
about other channels on here.
Oh. Wait.
So what?
except he friggin' has.
All
Yeah.
the time. All the
Um,
time.
But he uses a salt gun in his dishes. So he'll salt his stuff from really far away.
That's
great.
I'll take a blast from our spice weasel. Bam. Anyway, are we about done, or is there anything else
I
about the
don't
topic?
really have
We
anything else
have
to
any
say.
more weird tangents to go on about
Except
reboots?
for, if somebody out there is listening, reboot Black Scorpion.
God damn it.
You have said that before.
Reboot Black Scorpion.
In the correct way. In the correct way.
Yes.
Do not piss off Ian. Trust us.
By
I want
sticking,
it. I want it
sticking somewhat
sexy,
with-
and I want it campy.
You want it extra sexy and
As God intended.
Yes. And by God, I mean Roger Corman.
And don't change your suit.
Yeah, don't change your suit.
Make it extra sexy.
Show more skin.
She's just lathered
Now it
in
just
oil.
sounds like we're trying to make some weird porn parody.
I would work. I could see it, but
The one
Whatever
last.
you want.
Now that. Okay, before we go, that brings up a good point. Porn reboots.
Oh god.
Have there been any?
Yes.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Black
I can't
Widow.
think of a single one,
Black
Josh.
Widow.
Porn
Oh my God,
reboots.
There's everyone. Rule 34.
Huh.
There actually have been, because they've actually like rebooted like Debbie Does Dallas. They've
Oh,
rebooted.
fair enough.
They've rebooted The Devil and Miss Jones.
That just was difficult for me to think of one. That's just.
Oh, you mean like
We're
reboots of...
rebooting
Of porn.
a pornographic, not like
Oh.
not like a triple X parody.
Okay.
Okay, me and Caleb are on different
Yeah.
When
pages.
you guys were talking about that, then I was
you
like,
guys
they
are talking
actually,
about parodies. These
they,
guys
they actually have like
I have no
reboot. They
clue.
actually have like reboot.
That being
like,
said-
I feel like I'm just not old enough to know that. I mean,
That being said, let's
all of my
remake Star
stuff has
Wars.
been from the internet.
Yeah, we don't get porn movies. We get just regular old internet porn stuff.
Letterboxd
Well, these two
allows
are
you to log
fucking-
adult movies now.
Don't they now?
Finally, we have finally
My
won.
time has come. I'm kidding.
Fellow
And come again.
letterboxers,
Literally.
we finally won this war. We've been fighting for like years.
And then turned her around and come a third time.
That's right.
Also, another point, Ian, since we just brought up the reboot porn, are there any reboots of the monster porn stuff you have?
Probably.
Yes,
Evil
actually,
Dead.
there was a live-action reboot of La Blue Girl.
And Evil Dead, apparently. I forgot about that.
Evil Dead was rebooted, yeah. We
But
talked
like,
about that
Law Blue Girl is an actual hentai that was rebooted in a live action version.
Did they get rid of the monster porn?
No, they do not.
No.
one. That's called sticking with the source material.
Not that I've seen it or anything. But I'm just saying. So I've heard from the grapevine.
Did they get rid of the monster porn from Evil Dead when they rebooted it? I haven't seen the reboot.
They don't. I don't think they have a tree rape scene in the
They
new
kinda
one.
do. In the new one, yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh,
When
I've only seen it once.
When the demon possesses the first girl, their like tree goes. The tree
Infinite ways.
goes that way to possess her with the
Yeah.
demon spirit.
Okay.
It's as graphic as the original.
What?
It was as graphic as the original. Because
The-
let me
but
tell you,
the
I watched the
Ash
original with my
in
Not
father.
really.
I watched the original with my father, and it was very
reboot
uncomfortable.
Is yeah, the Ash in the reboot is a female.
Well, the reboot, there is no Ash.
What the
No,
It's technically
no,
right.
no.
Well,
no,
isn't her name
no.
Ashley and stuff?
No.
No?
And the reboot, I can't remember all the characters. It's David, I believe Erica, Olivia. Wait, David. Oh man, the character's name spell the word demon.
Oh, okay.
It's like DEMON are their names.
I know that.
That's pretty smart.
I know
Actually,
that
I
one
thought
of the females lives. She ends up
Yes.
being like the Ash of this one.
Yeah,
she has a chainsaw. And
Yeah, and she
Kills
ends
the
up
demon.
I think the car rolls on her arm and she has to like cut her arm off.
Yeah.
That's how
But
she
Ash
loses
chops off his arm in the second one, not the first one.
There's no character called. It is basically just taking like the first two movies, smashing them together, and like making it. Super
It's a legit like a
dark.
reboot. Like
It is a legit
it
reboot.
completely
from-
differentiates the story and stuff.
It could almost be called a sequel because it could almost be the same house with different people who came
Yeah.
later.
It's
Honestly,
the same thing happens in the reboot.
Anyway, it looks like we're getting close to no power, so
Oh shit!
so we'll have to log off.
We about to
I'm gonna have to
die.
cut this one into multiple pieces.
If you really need to,
We
I
about
thought
to die.
we mostly covered.
We said we
it.
were done, and then we kept
Also,
going.
no, what I'm saying is because like we've been going on for like 4 hours now. We can cut it into multiple pieces. Also, that would also let you pad out the
my schedule.
time.
I hate doing
Has it
being
been
cheap
more than
like
an
that,
hour?
but I can be.
Yeah, but I mean, if this video's gone for 2 hours, nobody wants to sit here and listen to us talk for 2 minutes.
Yeah, my
hours.
discussions I do divide within a decent amount
Yeah,
of time.
like
yeah.
if it's over, if this is like close to 2 hours, it really needs to be cut in half.
Right.
We should just have a
Part two
podcast.
suits.
Yes.
We should
Yes,
just
we
have a
do.
podcast, yeah.
Why not? Anyway, but until we work out the logistics of that, see you around, guys.
Bye.
Wait,
Don't go
wait.
reading any books out loud.
There's one thing we have to do. I think our channel's gotten off the wrong foot. I think we need to reboot our channel.
Technically, wasn't this episode a reboot of the?
Of
That
my-
sounds
it,
kind of
was,
a
it was a reboot of my reboot discussion. Yes.
In the comments, tell us if this reboot went with the
Was
source
better or the
Did it
worse?
stick with the source material
Did it
and
respect?
help
Did
and
it
respect the
the
fans? Did it? Let us know.
I have an answer
That's
whether or
actually
not
good.
it respected the fans. Fuck you.
Yes.
There, it didn't. It didn't respect the fans.
No respect to our.
Now we gotta kill off the main character.
Hey,
Oh God.
Ian's the main character.
I said a main
Out of
character.
power.
Oh,
I said a main character.
hey.
Not the, just a.
I now have the house.
Okay.
Oh god!
I'm the new
passed
main
out.
character. I'm the new main character.
I don't like this reboot.
Like, Ian. just,
Angry tree.
Caleb. You're not listening to girls. Like all the other
Oh
reboots.
shit. Well, I can be.
You got,
Can't
you
be
got, you got
nowadays.
half of it.
I can be nowadays. All I have to do is identify as one.
We're all girls now.
I got
It's
the
an
hair.
all-female channel now.
I got the hair, so does Ian.
Bye.
Bye, bye, girlfriend.